Welcome everybody. This is your weekly #MuteRN segment where I pop off on something or just discuss a topic that's near and dear to my heart that I want to pop off about or take suggestions from you. So during the week, anytime, inbox, wherever, hit me with the #MuteRN and give me a topic that you want to hear me pop off on. This week I'm going to talk about the diversity in wrestling, specifically in the lack of it in AEW, which they use that as one of their benchmarks for their claims that were going to be different than the WWE. And in the meantime, when all this is going on and we're waiting for this diversity from AEW, most of the champions in WWE are people of color. And especially when Paul Heyman was running Raw, he killed that shit with most of his main people and the people he put his storylines behind being people of color. And that's something that I never thought I would see in WWE, honestly. Like, I love Lashley being the champ, not just because he's black, but that's a big deal to me. Same with Kofi, same with Roman, even though he's not black, but he's still a person of color. Same with Bianca. Like, those type of things matter to someone like me that's been a lifelong wrestling fan my entire fucking life, and never being able to say somebody like me was given the chance to carry the company. My favorite wrestler is Triple H. That's my favorite wrestler all time. We know what it is with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even growing up, we had The Rock, who for some reason, who's half black, doesn't claim that he's black. You know what I'm saying? We had Ron Simmons, which was a little bit before my time, but we didn't have a lot to go off of. We were always the gangster, the thug, or some type of fucking stereotypical bullshit, which in wrestling, it never really offended me like it would in other things because everything was stereotypical in wrestling. The Asian, even some white people, the hillbillies and shit, so it was equal opportunity racism. As stereotypical bullshit in wrestling, so never really pissed me off that much until I got older and started seeing how things were changing, but the way we were portrayed on screen, it didn't change. So back to AEW, like, that was one of the things they stood on, but is there any people of color that's really in a prominent position as far as the card goes? Nobody that I can think of, and I love everyone over there. Like, I get a lot of shit for being a hater on AEW, but I actually love the wrestlers that they have there. Like, I love a lot of, like, Kenny Omega is in my top 5 favorite wrestlers now, then, and forever. Like, always love Kenny Omega. Love the Young Bucks, too. I mean, despite them being heels and completely destroying those custom Jordans every fucking week. But I love a lot of the wrestlers over there, but the diversity is just not there. I mean, yeah, you hired a transgender woman. Yeah, you hired an openly gay wrestler and all those things. And those are dope things, don't get me wrong. And they do deserve credit for those. But where are these people at? We haven't seen Sonny Kiss in forever. Nyla Rose is always at the top of the card, but she's just dope in general. So, like, that, I get that, and that is what it is. But that's really it. Like, we got Hobbs and a couple other guys that are on the show and everything, but, like, there's no one at the top of the card that's prominent that we can look at and hold as our own. And I think that's where they're lacking for the women's division and for the men's. Like, that's something that I wish they would play up more and actually put more emphasis to. And like I said, I never thought in a million years WWE would have predominantly all their champions be people of color. Like, I never thought that would ever be the fucking case. And I never thought that a team like New Day would be first of all, ranked the greatest tag team of all time for that company, and for them to be at the top no matter what and looked at like their top players for as long as they have. So, like, yeah, I never would expect it out of WWE. We have it right now. So AEW needs to get this shit together and catch up. #MuteRN. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up in the DMs or shout me out in the mentions or whatever. Shoot me something to talk about, something to pop off about. Talk to you later. Thank you.